What's going on, guys? If you could like and subscribe, I would muchly appreciate that. The market's coming down a bit, and there's some stocks that are looking to be bought maybe in the next couple of days, setting up very nicely. So I'm going to take you through my watch list and what I have on there. So first off, we have Microsoft. As you can see, the high was around 467, 468. We are now trading at around 400. It's come down multiple times at these levels. So each one of these levels here is a great buying opportunity, in my eyes, for Microsoft. At the moment, we've broke these supports, and then we're hanging on to these last two supports here. If it breaks this line here, then we're looking for a further downwards move. Next we have Arista Networks. This has been crushed, so at the moment the high was 133, and as of today it went down to 91. Each of these bars is 1 day, just to let you know. So one trading day, it's one of these bars. We have broke the 200 SMA, but if you look to the left, we do have support around 92, 93 back in November, so it's holding on to that support at the moment. If we do smash through that support, then we could come down to around 88, which is this resistance over here. But at the moment I wouldn't touch this. I would just leave it play out and let it just sit for a few more days to see which direction we're heading in. But it's patience, so there's no rush to get in. Next we have one of my favourite companies, Amazon. The stock has actually been red for the past 6 days now. We have actually broke this support up in here, so it's trending down, and now it's caught up on this resistance line here. These two candles, it's stopped where it stopped before on the resistance. If it breaks these, then we could see a potential fall to around 200, which would be very nice for me to pick up some shares, and that would probably come across near the 200 SMA. Next we have Nvidia. Nvidia is still too high for a trade and for a buy and hold. I potentially picked up shares around, I think it was 115, and then we sailed up to 141 then, that was a good buy. But we just sit back and see where Nvidia goes. Next we have Tesla. Tesla's just all over the place, doesn't know where it wants to be. This is when I think Donald Trump got elected, around November time, and then the stock has just been soaring since then till the new year basically, and then now we've just been on a slow downtrend since. We do have a lot of support here. That is, the stock's held up, so we could see the stock hold up in here for a while. It would be nice to close these gaps here, but not all gaps need to be filled. But it would be nice for the stock to come down to around, well, below 300 would be nice. But we see it's not creating too much support at the moment. The 20 SMA is coming down, so we'll see where that goes. Next we have Eli Lilly. That's been pretty good, but nothing to look at here. Next, Broadcom. We have a huge gap here that could potentially be filled. We do have another small gap up in this range that could be potentially filled. The stock is just falling, so there's no support yet. We need to wait for a few more candles just for the stock to grab some support and hopefully go in a direction that we want it to go into. So we just wait on this one. CrowdStrike, just absolutely red for the past 4 days. Big red candles as well, going from nearly 460 down to 380. So this could come down even more, but we just wait for buying opportunities. Next we have Meta. I've never seen this so many green days in Meta. They've been on an absolute tear, and now it's coming back down. So we could see many more red days. Maybe come down to this resistance. So where the stock's held up here before, and even here where it touched the same, we could see it come down to around 635, 634. But yeah, we just wait for that. Could take another week or so for it to play out. But as long as we have these on our watch list, then we just monitor them over the next few days or couple of weeks, and once they set up, then you can get into the trade. Google, again, can't really find too much. It's held support here, but then it's gapped down a bit more. We do have a gap to fill here, and the 200 SMA is very close, so we could see it touch the 200 SMA, which is pretty much in line to close this gap. So we could potentially come down to 180, 177. We're still in a downtrend anyway. The stock's not really putting in any support at the moment, so but we'll see how we go in the next few days, which direction. Next we have Palantir, that everybody loves. Everybody's buzzing about this company. Feel sorry for the people that bought it up here in the tops, but if you wait and be patient, then patience pays off. We do have a big gap here, potentially could be filled again. Would be nice for it to be filled around 85. Not far to go. The stock is at 92 now. We have crossed 20 SMA, which in my eyes is indicating a stage 4 decline. So this is just big drops at the moment. So we just wait, and hopefully it consolidates sideways for a few days. Netflix has just crossed the 20 SMA, indicating a stage 4 decline. When this crosses the 20 SMA, then I expect it to fall until it gets support. So we could actually come to this where it's congested before. I believe that it could come down to around 936, 938 to the top of these candles. It wouldn't fully close the gap here, but would be a nice move down. It's been on a tear for the past since September last year. Qualcomm, big red candle. Most of these are really big candles, must have some big volume in the stock. Again, there's just for me this is too much choppiness. I'd have to wait for a clear more setup. Next, Palo Alto. Again, across the 20 SMA, stage 4 decline. So we could see the stock potentially 185, could come to 178, we don't know. We just wait till it sets up. So what I mean by setting up is, take Palantir for instance. These are just complete red candles, down, 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 down. We want to wait for a confirmation of an uptrend. So basically, if you take this area here, you can see we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candle days. Then the next day was green. So then the candle before was the lowest candle out of that. So then we wait another day, which is a green candle, but then it got above the blue line, which is the 5 EMA, exponential moving average. So then that indicates that the stock and the momentum is changing and it wants to go further up. Once it gets past this green line, that's stage 2 breakout then. So the stock is potentially just going to go up. It could come down again, but in my trading experience, every time it crosses the green line, most of the times it indicates an upwards trend. I do also use the MACD histogram, the TSI and the RSI up here. So I don't use too much on the trading platform or too many indicators. It just makes it a bit more simpler. You don't need all these Fibonacci retracements and Chinese candlesticks and whatnot. So just the more simple it is, then the more clear it is to me. So that's my watch list for the past, to watch now for the past couple of weeks, and then going into the future. As long as you keep a bucket of trades, no more than say 20, and then over time you can trade them over and over and over again. And these are great buying opportunities when you do get down days like this. You just wait for the trade to set up, and it could take one more day, 2 more days, 3 more days, but potentially the stock will set up. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll go to the next video.